Happy Thursday, everybody. We are here at Primitive Gatherings. I am with Peggy from The Gathering, and we are going to go over some announcements. But before we do the announcements, look what I got. I got some happy mail, and I thought I would open it on live and see what's in it. It's from Maker Valley. Anybody know what comes from Maker Valley? And I think when I ordered, I might have ordered some stuff for you too, as well, to give away, because I try not to be like just order for myself. I want my friends to have stuff too.
Maybe while she's doing live, one of them will get up and walk off.
All right. Late Night Quilters Club. Awesome.
Oh, cute.
All right. Let's see what we got. All right. So that's a large. So that was one I'll give away. Ooh, look, I bought 3 of the same. So that means that there's some for everybody. This one's mine. I got a medium. So I got a large and another medium for somebody. Okay, of these 2 styles. So this is what we're giving away today. And all right, Maker Valley is, she's just so cool about all the cool t-shirts. Her and her husband have a graphic design company, and they do lots of t-shirts for everybody. And I want to support them. There we go. Beautiful green color. You say fabric hoarder like it's a bad thing. All right, so that is a medium, and this is an extra large. So I won't even open it because we don't need to do that, right? And this one's mine. So I'm pretty nice. I bought 5 and given 3 away, right? So, yep. Hey Sue, am I like buying these on the company, or did I buy those on my person? No. So that's what we're giving away today. So please keep comment, and guess what? Those are the sizes I have. So when you how are we going to do this? So I have a large, a medium, and extra large I bought, right?
Yep.
So when you make a comment, put your size next to it, right? Will that work?
Woohoo, extra large.
Will that work, Heidi?
You got a large, medium,
in
and
the comments. When they just after every comment, they're going to put
large,
L, M, or N, or L, M, or XL, and that means that's the size shirts we have.
Okay, well, I was in the headphones. So
she wasn't listening. Okay,
well, I was, but I was 10 minutes behind. 10 seconds behind. So
we have 3 t-shirts that she's going to give away.
What are the sizes?
Large, medium. These are both the same shirt. This late night quilting one, and then this one is an extra large, which is
so 1 large, 1 medium, and 1 XL.
You got it.
And they'll throw their sizes in.
They'll get in the comments.
They have to list their size after every comment. Sorry, that's the way you're going to win. All right. Isn't that fun? I love getting new t-shirts, but I did just clean out my closet recently, and I have this many quilting t-shirts.
Wow.
This many.
Wow.
In skinny hangers too, not chubby hangers.
Okay, then.
You got the fancy hangers that are covered with.
I have the velvet ones. They're really skinny instead of the big fat plastic ones. It's like really, really like if you have all the skinny ones, it's like you get extra space.
And you're grippy. I didn't like them at first, but then you sent me home a couple of shirts on those, and I was like, "Ew, these are."
Yeah, they're a little harder to put on than the slippery ones.
Yeah,
but they don't go anywhere.
And you know what else? Because I'm lazy too. I'm like, I just pull it off the hanger. Can't do that with those. So you have to pull the hanger off of the pole, and you have to take your t-shirt out, and then you go and put your hanger where you by your laundry. So you don't have all those empty hangers in your closet anymore.
It's a process.
It is. It is. Going through the closet is definitely a process. All right. I hope you like our prizes today. We do had something else laying around here, but we'll save it for next week. It was going to be a fat quarter tower, but we'll save it for next week. Okay? You're good with that, right? All right, Peggy from The Gathering. Oh, by the way, we had the most awesome event on Tuesday here. And it was
biggest so far.
Our biggest. We had how many people in The Gathering at one time?
Well, 102 guests, but then we had staff. And
we closed the doors down.
Our guests from Bernina.
Yep.
So I don't know. We
probably about 150 between everybody. Yeah. So it was so fun. And they came in, and Mr. Olchi wanted to have a meeting with us first to tell us what he thinks about us and how we're doing. And he was on me. He was like, where's the big sign? I want to see a big Bernina sign.
Big buildings, big
He says,
sign.
big building, meaning we had a big building. He says, big sign.
Mhm.
I'm like, I wonder if he'd subsidize that for me.
Yeah. Yeah, would you like to help with that?
Yeah, but I was thinking, and he just called me out on it and I liked it. He's like, okay, I want to see Bernina. I want to see Bernina. And we do have lots of little Bernina signs and stuff and lighted signs, but we have nothing that says big Bernina.
We need big honking Bernina.
Right.
Yeah.
So yeah, so he told me, some things that we need to work on. So I like that. And then we went on a little tour. Kaylee, you had any pictures from anything?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I'm walking in.
So this is him walking into our
Oh,
building.
that's fun.
He's like, I'm the man and I am here.
That's fun.
Yeah. And let me tell you, he was sharp as a tack.
Mm-hmm.
So I hope at 80 something, I'm going to be sharp as a
That
tack.
Bernina banner just fit perfect back there.
Yeah.
It was like it was made for that.
It was a beautiful backdrop.
Oh,
Kaylee's like, I need that backdrop for us. We need one that says Primitive Gatherings, like a white one with a black
Yep.
logo or something. Yeah.
yeah.
So he was very personable and very fun. And he could talk without any notes.
Right.
He had like 6 things that his Bernina company stood for. And he just talked on those 6 things. He signed my Bernina. So that was my 790 Pro there that he signed for me. He signed a bunch of machines that were sold that day. And some of the ladies who just brought machines, they brought theirs in. And it was so fun. And the food. He was like, time out. I got to go to the food. So he literally, he was supposed to be talking.
Yep.
He literally ran over the food, started eating all the girls' good food that they had for him. And it was a good time. I heard
The raffle baskets were awesome.
Yeah. Yes. So even they had these big raffle baskets, so you could see all the stuff that you were getting, and then each one had a gift card in it that was worth either 25 to what was
70 up to 75.
up to $75. So that was fun too as well. So I think we had a really good event. A couple of the people said, I've been to a couple of these already,
Yep.
and you guys hit it out of the park.
And we've had a couple phone calls for other purposes or whatever, but they mentioned that they were here at the event and they said it was fabulous.
Good. Yes. So
And-
good job to my staff.
Woo-hoo.
They pulled that off like they always do.
Oh, you know what else is exciting? So everybody participated in a raffle. Whoever came
That was
in.
the screaming goat.
Yeah. Yes, we all have those. Somebody that comes to sit in stitches and wool and that stuff. Somebody that's here quite often. In fact, Barb's mother-in-law.
Oh yeah, she won.
Yeah, she won the cave.
She won a
sewing
machine. Yeah, our
She
shop
was-
manager's mom won it.
Yeah, thrilled.
I'm like, Barb, you won another machine. She
So-
goes, yeah, someday.
Someday, yeah. But yeah, that was exciting too. I was pretty excited about.
Here, I better put this out this way. There,
Yeah.
I'm gonna gather.
Oh, we have new cups now.
Yeah, I was just showing mine off. So these are our new Bernina. Bernina let us put their name and our name on a cup together.
Yeah.
Isn't this great?
Mhm.
Yeah. So if you are still need a new sewing machine, I think they gave us 0% financing, I think, for this whole week yet. So if you want to jump on some of that, the guys are downstairs
I'm thinking
still
about it.
selling machines. Yeah, we had an awesome event. We were super happy about it.
Good.
Okay.
Good. And now it's like whew, we've had a couple of really busy weeks.
Yeah, I didn't really
Like-
want to do nothing yesterday.
Yeah,
I was
me
like,
neither. I came in and looked at the room and go, oh my gosh, we got to put this all back together. Anyway,
yeah.
that's okay.
I wore my bag lady clothes today. And then one of the ladies at the retreat that was just there
Oh, yeah, that was cute.
made all these cute little boxes, little cubes, that zipper.
Mm-hmm.
So guess what? I put all my supplements and my vitamins in there because I don't like to take them all at once in the morning. And I have like a whole handful. So I carry them around on my little.
I saw somebody put their earbuds,
Yeah, earbuds, any of that
AirPods,
stuff in
whatever
there.
they call 'em.
Yep.
So
So if you make these are awesome. I don't remember what the pattern is, but she was giving them away to everybody. She said she was addicted to making them. But I bet you if you made them assembly style, it would really.
Oh, yeah.
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 Okay.
Yeah.
Enough chit chat.
Okay.
Announcements.
okay, announcement. So we'll first do clubs. Cross Stitch Club is May 8th, June 5th, July 10th, and August 7th. That's one of our day clubs, 9 to 4, $25, and includes lunch.
How do they sign up?
Well, funny you should ask that. You can go to the events tab on the Primitive Gatherings website, and we have an interactive calendar there. If you hover over an event, it gives you a brief description of what it is. If you click on it, that gives you the opportunity to actually sign up and pay online.
Yay!
So, yay, that helps us out a lot. And it actually helps us keep organized because we can print out the sheets and have them ready to go. So that works out really well. If you absolutely don't have access to a computer or you're not comfortable doing that, by all means, call the gathering and we'll certainly help you with that. So, but any of these clubs. So Wool Club on May 8th. So Cross Stitch and Wool Club will be hanging out together that same day. And then our Featherweight Club on May 13th, June 10th, July 8th, and August 5th.
Do you know what May 13th is on?
It is on a Monday.
Okay.
It is on a Monday.
All right.
Yep.
I might go to that.
Okay.
Mine needs a workout.
Yeah, it's in the closet.
I know.
Which we have a lock on now.
Good job.
Bernina Social, that is on May 13th. So that's if you want to come and hang out with Bernina owners, if you're on the fence about, do I really want a Bernina?
So you don't have to have a Bernina.
You don't have to have a Bernina, and we have a facilitator there. It's usually Bernina Barb. And I think.
And we probably have a demo machine if they want to sew on one for a day. If they're looking at a certain one and you want to test drive it, that might be a good thing to come, stitch on it, and see if you like it.
Talk to other Bernina owners and find out what they like about their Berninas and maybe help you make a choice. But obviously, you have a Bernina, come sew with us. Sit and stitch. Let me see. May 14th. So that is an AM.
Yep. And then this is the PM.
Yep. And then May 29th is an AM. And then we have one on May 28th, which is AM and PM. Those are two separate items on the events calendar.
Yep.
So if you're intending to come for the full day, you need to sign up for both sessions.
Yep.
All right. Stitchers Gathering, that's Joanne Blank's group. That's actually getting to be quite the big group now.
You got Joanne is happening.
Yeah.
She's got it going on too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lots of hand. So their only preferences is that these ladies all do hand stitching.
Yep.
Joanne likes to do show and tell with the ladies too at some point.
Right. They do some challenges, they do some demos, they share what they're all doing. They're a super welcoming, loving bunch of ladies. Yes. So they're May 20th, June 24th, and July 15th. Same thing, $25 for the day, 9 to 4. It's kind of like a mini 4th of July. All of a sudden you can tell they're doing show and tell because it's, wow, I want to do that. And I just seen that Joanne won a ribbon at the Green Bay Quilt Show.
Oh, cool. I didn't know that.
Maybe she will bring that and show and tell it to us. I would like to see it in person. I don't know if I did or not.
Yeah.
All right.
So most of you already know, and if you don't know, Lisa's going to Mackinac to teach. And I know a lot of ladies were disappointed that they didn't get to go and see her at Mackinac. But guess what? Lisa is doing a Mackinac rewind. So she's teaching what she's going to teach at Mackinac. And in separate classes. So the first one is the mini quilt.
Do you have that next one, Kaylee?
No.
Yes, there you go.
Yep, that's the flyer.
So those are all 5 projects.
Right. There's a wool mat. There's traditional needle punch project. There is a log cabin mini rug, so you can get acquainted with
rug hooking or rug punching.
or punching. Lisa punches.
Yeah.
And then Dear Santa, or
I think we called it Santa is Coming. But it's the Dear Santa panel.
Right.
And it's called something to do with triangles. I ain't afraid of no triangle. That's the name of that class.
Right. So, yep. So you call us at the gathering and we'll get you all fixed
So
up with
even
that.
if you want to just come for the day, or if you want to stay over, we have lodging.
We do.
Still open, right?
We do.
Okay, we have still some lodging open. There is still some spots, and that is like 2 weeks after Mackinac. So it is what were the dates?
Starting on Monday, May 20th.
Yep.
And then we go through Thursday, the 23rd. So we're actually teaching Lisa's teaching punch needle and the rug hooking.
2 half days.
2 half-day classes in the middle of the week there. So, and then for you overachievers, you can take all of them. So we can get you all the pricing on that. And we'll have all your kits ready. So you just come and enjoy your time
and hang out.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll learn some things about Mackinac and bring them back for us and pretend like we're in Michigan.
Okay then. All right.
I love Michigan.
Yeah. And then Kathy Decker is teaching her punch needle class on Saturday, June 1st from 9 to noon. Cost for that is $37. We're going to actually put a piece of weaver's cloth in so that they can learn how to draw their designs and give them some Valdani and that stuff too. You'll still need some supplies, and that's listed on the flyer. And if you have questions about the supply list, we do have all the supplies in the store, but we can go through that supply list with you if you have questions. So, Heidi, they're able to sign up online for that, right?
For which one?
The Kathy's punch needle.
I believe so. I can double check.
Yeah, I think so.
Jess, can you do me a favor?
Mm-hmm.
Can you run down and get a 14-inch Morgan hoop
date?
for me, please?
Yeah. Date
on the 1st of June. Yep. And then Purge and Splurge. So we still have a few spots for vendors for this event. So this is set up on Friday, June 7th from 9 to 2. And then this actual sale will be on Saturday from 9 to 2 p.m. So it's $25. You'll get 2 tables.
Does it cost to get in?
It doesn't.
Okay.
It does not.
Perfect.
They can sign up online.
Okay.
Punch needle.
All right. So Heidi confirmed for me. Yes, you can sign up for Kathy Decker's punch needle class online on our events tab. So.
Are they able to like print out a class list too? From when they sign up online? Like a supply list?
No.
Can we put PDFs in there?
No, you can't. But I think
it's in the description.
That what?
The supply list. Yeah.
I want it to be like super easy.
Yeah.
You know? Like
yeah. You can only put so much.
Right. I know.
Stuff.
There is not a. Oh yes, there is a supply list listed in.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So the supply list, because you're going to need a hoop and
you can always take a screenshot and print that. It would come turn out as long as you scale it.
Okay. All right. Perfect. So yes, if you're still interested in vending for Purge and Splurge, call us and let us know.
And what we mean by that, if you need to clean out your sewing room and you have lots of stuff that you want to feel no guilt about letting go, this is where you do it. All right. You can sell some stuff. What you can't sell, then you bring that to the thrift shop or Goodwill afterwards.
Don't
and then
take
you
it
have
home
no
again.
guilt. You sold some of it. You can reinvest your money in new things. And then you can give some away to people who can't afford to do some of this stuff.
So we can take other things besides sewing things,
Yes.
right? Like I mean, you can take plants.
Some lady had plants last year. Somebody
tomato plants.
Somebody, I think the Carmel lady. You love her?
Yeah.
The Carmel lady.
My paper.
You know, yeah. So whatever you hand make something, you have anything that you think a creative person might want to buy, because that's your audience. We are all
art supply,
whatever it is, whatever it is.
Yep.
Maybe you want to sell your quilts. Bring them.
Yeah, actually, someone did ask that. Could quilts be sold? Now,
Yes.
I suppose that could have meant her own that
Yes.
she made, or
Antiques,
that she's
whatever.
got, or whatever,
Yeah.
right? Like, I mean, I think anything can probably go.
Yeah, we don't care what you want to sell.
Well, within reason.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
If it gets them here, who cares? You know?
Yeah. We won't be. We'll be like, did you see what she has?
Yep.
$25 is $25.
Yeah.
Right.
I can't wait to see this.
Chessie and Me. Chessie and Me is cross stitch for those of you that don't know. She is coming to spend Friday, June 14th and Saturday, June 15th with us from 9 to 4. It's Linda
Lautenschlager. I love her name.
She's from Wisconsin.
Yep.
She's really excited to come and spend
Good.
time
I can't
with
wait to
us.
meet her.
Yep. She likes to do.
I think she's really, really, really close friends with Jeannie Horton from Country Scene.
Yeah. She likes to do replicas of antique samplers, not the giant ones. And I just got another picture. In fact, I showed it to Lisa yesterday.
That's really cool.
I think.
Yeah.
The piece that she's doing for us, she actually did it in a pillow with little chenille trim around it.
It's
gorgeous.
Really
cute.
Yeah.
And then she's got some other little things that she wants to do with us. So call us at the gathering, 920-778-8031, and we'll get you fixed up. So there's room in lodging for that as well. So, summertime sit, sew, shop, and stay. I can never say those.
Well, you put too many S's in one title.
Over at the gathering,
Every
we call
bot,
it
SUSI, SE, SH, and ST.
I know. We call it the 4 S's over there. Yeah.
Better than the 4.
But it originally, the summertime was added. We've always just called it
Sip, sew, shop, and stay. Yeah.
I did the summertime. I'll take credit for that one.
Okay. All right. So Heidi's
there might be some summertime drinks involved.
Yeah.
You have to differentiate between the
I know.
You know what my favorite summertime drink is?
I do.
You do.
Am
Yeah,
I
she's
right?
like always called, girly drink.
Yeah, it is a girly drink, but it's a good drink.
Because it tastes good.
What's your girly?
Malibu and pineapple.
Ooh, heck yeah.
Malibu rum and
baby.
pineapple.
I can attest it was very good. Yeah.
Okay.
I can drink them like Kool-Aid. That which might be a bad thing.
Yeah.
But I don't have too many.
Yeah. So Friday, July 12th, check in at 9:00, and Saturday, July 13th, check out at 3 p.m. So you get all that time. So you'll come and get lunch and dinner on Friday, and you'll get breakfast on Saturday, and check out Saturday.
So
afternoon.
do they get lunch too on Saturday?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So 2 full days of sewing, an overnight for $200.
Yep, you got it.
Do you still give them a cool mug? 'Cause
Well,
they're sipping?
perhaps we will.
So
Yeah.
right in there.
Yep.
Tumbler included with your
Yeah.
registration.
All right.
Do we have? Oh, it's that size, right? What
no,
got
it's a little bit bigger.
Okay, that's a smaller little.
It'll hold
Like a
enough.
wine
And when it's
Yeti.
empty, you can just put
Yeah,
more in there.
like those.
Yeah.
But not that one.
Oh, it says brunch is served on Saturday morning.
Oh,
Oh,
right.
that's right.
We're serving brunch.
Okay.
So no lunch, we're getting
Eating is a
brunch.
thing.
All right.
Brunch at 10 o'clock and kicking them out?
Yep.
At 4 though, right?
3.
3.
Three. Right. Okay, so naughty or nice in July. Ding, ding, ding. It's full.
It is.
You know how excited that makes me to want to work on the stuff then?
Yeah.
Because
It's
it's already full.
So just so you know, it's like Christmas in July, whatever. So Lisa has agreed to do her naughty and nice, which she traditionally does in December because she's crazy. But honestly, the one in December is almost full too.
Good.
So
They're going to be awesome.
it'll be the same project.
We're going to make a
for
Santa
both.
quilt.
Yay.
His face. In
Wow.
squares.
Oh my gosh.
That was a little sneak peek. When
Triangles.
you hang out with me, you might
No.
get some sneak peeks.
All right. So we won't even talk about that.
We can't talk about that. It's full.
But let's talk about Debbie Maddie.
All right.
All right. Debbie is coming on Wednesday, August 21st through Sunday, August 25th. And honestly, Lisa, I don't know much about what she does, and you can share more about
So
that.
what she does is it's indigo dyeing. So it's a Japanese method of hand dyeing, and she teaches you everything that you want to do. Look at Just Clean House for Mr. Olty, so she knew where this was. That right? Yeah.
She's the only one that knows what they
Yeah,
are now.
It's
So
Shibori, right?
You can do whatever you want in her class. Like she'll show you all these different examples of different ways to stitch or tie or scrunch the fabric up to over dye it. And there's just so many different things you can do. I think I took the 3-day class a while back, and I did some over dyeing of some wool. So, like dip dyeing from dark to light. And then this was one of the things I did. I think it's been so long since I seen it, but I did this, sewing method to make these stars.
That's really
all right. Cool. I don't want to cut this up now, so I'm going to make something fun out of this. I don't want to cut it up in too small of pieces, but there's lots of things you do. And then she has all kinds of different fabrics. Like this was a scarf, and it would be so cute with my outfit on today. I'm going to go to the kitchen show today. So I am going to maybe wear this beautiful scarf now, right? With my bag lady clothes. Did you know bag lady style is in right now?
Apparently.
Yeah. So here's another piece of wool I dyed. And oh my gosh, look at this. You know how I love stars, right?
We would have never known that.
So you just scrunch and fold and scrunch and fold.
Wow.
But look at one side and one side, how different they are from one side to the other. So could you see this hand quilted? Mm-hmm. Right? A whole cloth. I forgot about this. Mm-hmm. And then I went and bought a whole book on the whole thing. Because it's a huge, huge thing in Japan. And then guess what? I hand dyed some threads.
Wow.
So these were all like number 4. I can't tell because the tag is gone out of them. But I think they were the 3 or 4. And then I over dyed them different darknesses.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So yeah. You can do anything you want in Debbie's class. And Tyler, our person who dyes all of the tie-dye and stuff downstairs, he learned so much from Debbie in his different tying and dyeing and different methods. So there are so many different things you can do in the class. And if this interests you at all, you just want to have fun, you want to do something different, it's amazing.
There is one special thing about her. She wants everybody to come who's going to participate in the class by Wednesday night, because she wants to do an introduction to her teaching. And it's probably take a couple hours right after dinner, so that she doesn't have to take up time in the class.
See, she's so smart
to do, all of the kind of housekeeping things and basics and that, so that you'll have more time to actually dye. So, and
then she has all these little templates that it's just crazy what you can do.
Yeah. So yeah. So call us at the gathering and we'll get you.
She's going to be here August 21st. Yeah.
Yep. And then through Sunday, the 25th.
She comes from Texas.
She'll be here for Moda before that. So
she's going to be hanging out with the Moda girl. She is a Moda girl. I just saw that her fabric came in.
Nice.
So yeah, so we have her newest fabric line. So when she's here, we'll have all that ready to go and sell. And hopefully we won't sell it all before she comes. But
yeah, I've heard from other people she's a great teacher.
She is. And she's so a nice, beautiful, fun, loving person to hang out with. Okay. And she works her butt off.
Yeah.
So you want to support a woman like Debbie, who's just out there go-getting. I mean, she just wants to be out there, wants to teach, and she does it all on her own. She drives by herself, and
all right. All things pumpkin. 28th is full.
All right.
But we do have Monday, September 30th is another repeat.
So we knew we were going to fill up that one class. So we did 2 right away. So
there is room in the 30th, and we are making calls about that. And if you don't know, All Things Pumpkin is pumpkin everything.
Yeah.
Lattes and scones.
Like
and
pumpkin throw up day.
28th is full, you said?
It is. So we're working on the 30th. And then here's kind of, I'll get back to Teresa.
Okay.
Linda Hershka, very popular. She is Lisa's custom longarm quilter from Michigan.
Amazing woman.
Everybody who has ever been to her class, I have never heard anything bad about her classes. No. And so the question I get most often about her is it hands-on? No, it's not hands-on like standing at a longarm, but she teaches her classes where she projects what she's doing overhead so that the entire class can see what she's doing. So she's drawing and designing. It's
very thorough on what she does. she teaches you through her thought process when she looks at a quilt. It's very, very informative. So it's not just, this is how you do it.
Right.
No, she like from beginning to end, like when she gets a quilt. And what's fun about Linda too is she shows you her journey from when she started. She says, you're going to suck. And here's proof.
Yeah.
Right. Because she said she didn't do very well in the beginning, but you got to want to do it and you got to practice and you got to and it comes by doing. So she believes anybody can do it. And she has some very good techniques and rulers and shortcuts, and she teaches them all to you.
And her husband, Scott, comes with her, and he's the one that makes the rulers. So
they are a team.
Yep. So, and that will be on Friday, November 15th and Saturday, November 16th. We do have lodging available.
2-day class.
2-day class. But everybody who's ever attended, I've never heard anything contrary about that at all. They all love it. So I know the phones have been ringing off the hook about Teresa Kogut since we put this flyer out.
Okay.
All right.
Yay.
So I am working on Teresa Kogut. You guys need to understand, just be patient with us. We're getting the phone calls, try to get them answered in the order that they come in, and we pull those messages off, and we will get to you. We are not going to forget you. We've got room for 65 people in Teresa Kogut. So we'll get you fixed up. So we haven't forgotten about it. And I know a lot of people have inquired already last year, like when she left. And we have a method where we keep people's things in order.
So they come Thursday and they stay through Saturday with Teresa.
Right.
And she does not only cross it, but she does some punch needle and she does some wool applique too. A lot of her designs go from either any of those mediums. So.
Yep.
And she does exclusive stuff for us.
She does. So the ones that she did for us last year when she was here, those won't be released until this year.
Yep.
And so she's doing another exclusive for us. So just be patient with us. We'll get you.
All right. So that was 25 minutes of announcement.
Sorry.
That's pretty good. Sorry. We have a lot going on here.
Yeah.
Yes. You need to move to Wisconsin. All of you.
Works in progress.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, Peggy. Thank you so much for coming on today. All right. Do we have any questions at all that we want to go through before I start my works in progress? I love works in progress. I don't know if anybody figured that out yet, but I do. I love showing you what's coming, what we're working on, giving you a little sneak peek here and there. Anything?
Maybe you could start off with the mini quilt because there is a couple people who wants to ask questions
about
it. So,
all right. So just said start off with the mini quilt. This is definitely work in progress. So this is our mini quilt here that we just released on the day Mr. Olchi was here. So it was kind of a weird day for us. And we kind of didn't check our download. So please, thank you for being patient with us to get that right on there. Yeah, we should have unlimited number of downloads, but they like to keep track of them. So they put in numbers. And then if we sell that many of them, it says it's out of stock. So we must have had a low number in there to begin with. And we didn't have that in there. So, we got it right now. And there's a video. So we released a video and did a blog post about it yesterday, I believe, right, Hyde? Yesterday?
Yes.
Okay. So this was number 1. And it is mostly, I think, 172 half square triangles and then some squares. So it's very simple. And you're going to need the 1-inch papers for this to make. And I have a couple, the girls down in shipping or customer service gave me a list of some of the questions they've been getting about this. All right. So the mini sew along, here's the questions. Yes. Triangles in all of the quilts, same size? We don't know. All right. We have 4 quilts done. That's all we have. And I know that some of you want to, know what we're going to be doing for 12 months, but we don't know. We will say what we need when we release them. Maybe we can give you a little bit of heads up if we can, and we know sometimes, but I don't think the next one has half square triangles in it. I think it's more flying geese, right? So no triangles in the next one, or it's the square. I don't know. Are we doing the pink and yellow one next? Or are we doing the blue one next?
Pink and yellow.
Pink and yellow next. All squares next time. So no triangles for next time. And then the sizes of the quilts. So they're mini quilts. I'm not going to say that, you know, they're all going to be this size, because they're not. They're going to be different various sizes, but they're not going to be anything big, or, you know, they're going to be this size or smaller pretty much the whole time. Maybe 20 inches at the biggest. I don't really know. But that is a question that we got. There will be video tutorials if needed, and maybe just for me to introduce the next project as well. Like on the first one, I didn't actually like sew all the triangle paper because it was for 172 quilts, or 172 half square triangles, and I didn't want to sew it for the whole quilt there. But Kaylee inserted in some little videos that I shot before on how to do that. So I thought that worked out pretty good. And then pricing. So these are $5 downloads each month until the next one comes out, and then they will be $12 downloads. And if you don't have a printer at home or you want a printed copy, we do have those for sale for $8. All right. So that is that for that. And then binding. All right. Because we pretty much ate up the first 2 fat quarters for this quilt for binding. And guess what? I have binding because I'm a motor designer and I have some of this. But I'll give you some suggestions that you can do for binding if you can't find any of this fabric here that we did use. Just remember, they are in the Garden Gathering. So if you have a local shop, or if you want to shop online, if we don't have it here, you can. This is right here, so you can see that. This is the fabric. She's going to back up a little bit. So here's Garden Gatherings. It has a couple other reds in there that are the same color. So maybe you just use one of the different reds. And I don't know if we're going to use it in another quilt. So I know that's hard, right? But one of the other suggestions you could do is I have a solid, a primitive muslin solid. That's this color. So you could bind it in the solid. And this is 1040-38. All right. And that is on our website as well. So if you need binding for that would work beautifully in my suggestions. All right. So that's all I had for questions that the girls were getting downstairs. Do you guys have any questions in the feed on our, what do we call this? Monthly mini quilt along? What is the exact name of this baby?
Scarlet Star.
Yeah, the name is Starlit Stars.
Oh, of the quilt along.
Yeah, what's a quilt along?
Monthly minis quilt along.
Monthly minis quilt along.
So if you put that into the search bar on the website,
yep,
then it will come up.
So if you search that on the website, that will come up. Or if you go to lisabongean.com, it's there in the quilt alongs. So 2 spots.
Next question is, are each of the minis 14 by 14, and does it make a big quilt? Like, are you putting it all together, or are they all individual?
We're making mini quilts, 12 different mini quilts. If you want to put them all together in one quilt, go ahead. That would be great. But we are doing 12 separate mini quilts, and they are not all 14 inches. Nope, that would be too hard to figure out how to do, 14 different mini quilts the same size. That's not anything in my world.
Double or single binding?
You can do either.
What did you use for the backing?
Muslin.
Perfect.
Yeah, whatever. You could use some of these bigger prints probably, in your, I don't know. It's hard to say what we're going to use and what we're not going to use. You know what I mean? But I can probably tell you that if we make one red and cream quilt, we're probably not going to make another one. So not saying that we might not use some red in another quilt, but you could probably bet on it that we're going to use as much as this bundle colorations if possible.
Is there a way to sign up for notifications when each of them are released?
Yes. You go to my blog, lisabongean.com, and you subscribe. So every time we put out an email, you will get the email that says, hey, the monthly quilt along mini has been released. Here it is. And you can read it right there.
They can do the same on YouTube.
Yep. And on YouTube, right here on this channel, you also can put those in there. And when any of those videos release, you will get a notification saying they have released. Great question, whoever that was.
Can you make these without triangle papers?
You can do it all you want. It's going to take you 3 times as long, though. Just saying. If you want to make them all, yeah, you could do it. I mean, it's just they're not going to be as accurate. But why make it hard, people? Any other things?
No, not at this time.
All right. So the question where single and double fold binding, I always do double fold binding on a quilt that's going to be used. So you can easily do single fold on little minis and wall hangings because it's not ever going to get anywhere. Nobody's going to be snuggling up. It's not going to get washed every other week or anything like that. So that is a good indication on if you need to do single or double. And single fold uses way less fabric than the double fold binding. Okay, great question on that one too. We're good? We're good? Moving on?
Yep.
Okay, so I'm pushing those out of the way. All right, let me talk about works in progress, and I'm just going to start peeling off the pile here. And remember to comment. We have those t-shirts. Remember to put your sizes after your comments, and that's how you're going to win a t-shirt. Okay.
Cindy says, I just have to say this. Cindy says the professor knows what she is talking about.
She does. Hey, when you've been doing this as long as I have, you know, it just becomes second nature and ingrained in you. Matter of fact, this reminds me of something. So I'm trying to teach Madeline, obviously, lots of things. So today I was teaching her how to figure out backing, how to stitch backing, and what to do. So I can just say, make a back for this, right? And Amy, who's been here forever, was like, oh my God, I just learned something. And I'm like, what? She goes, I just learned something. And I'm like, what was that? And she says, well, I'll explain what I was doing. So the quilt we were making was 68 inches wide, 68 by 80. And we have to figure out a backing, right? So I always go 10 inches bigger. So that's 78. 78 is twice. So we have 80 inches. We can use 88. So when you do 44 and 44 together, so that means we have 78 by 78 piece stitched together horizontally. All right. Because my guys love horizontal seams. And then we end up, when we piece that backing, we end up with 78 by 88. That's the size of that, right? Okay, but so what happens is I make a snip and I rip the 78 and I leave that there. And then I take the bolt and unroll and I measure the next piece to the first piece I cut. I just don't measure 78 again and just snip and rip. I measure the first one next to the second one. And I put them together how I'm going to stitch them. So this is what Amy learned. So, and it really mostly applies to flannel. So flannel has a nap, right? So when you're stitching those two pieces together, you want to, so let's say that the white salvage is here and then the dark salvage is here, you know, because sometimes you have the printed salvage and then you have the other salvage. And then you want to line them up so they're the same salvage going the same direction. So you would never stitch the two white salvages together because that's opposing direction. So you would start off with the white salvage one here on this side, and then the next one, the white salvage here on this side. So you put them right sides together and you're sewing that light and dark salvage together. And you're going to sew an inch because I don't rip the salvages off. Salvages aren't as coarse and as hard as they used to be back in the day when they used to tell you to take them off. Now, this is the way I do it. Okay, it's not the right way, the wrong way, or the only way. It's just how I do it. So I then will stitch those seams an inch, press them open, and you can tell that you stitch an inch. So none of that white should be peeking through the back on the other side. So the grain is going the right way. The nap on the flannel is going the right way on the whole back. Because how many of you ever put flannel back together and one looks a different color shade than the other one? That's because the nap is going the other way. All right. So that's what Amy learned, is how to do that. And I think it's very efficient because I'm measuring it against the next one. lying it against that. And then I keep them together like that, maybe a pin or two, and then snip, rip, and I'm off to the sewing machine to sew them right together. Hope that makes sense. Let me know if it does. Let me know if you learned something or not. I don't know. But speaking of flannel, I had this itch to make a cow quilt. I don't know why. Look at my bag lady clothes. Isn't it great?
You and your cow quilt and your baggy clothes.
My baggy clothes and my cow quilt. All right. I don't know why, but I wanted to do a cow quilt because we're from Wisconsin and we have these black dairy cows all over the place. So here's my cow quilt. This will be a single pattern coming. This is Farmhouse Flannel Gatherings. And what I did is I did this big panel. I just took like 4 or 5 fat quarters, cut them up into this width, added in a couple barn door blocks to make it fun and scrappy. All right.
I like how it looks like a real cow because it's dirty.
It's dirty. Yeah. That's our wool. So that's wool applique on there. And isn't he cute? Or she? She's probably a she. If we're talking dairy cows.
Yeah.
Did I? Oh. So then maybe you don't want a quilt, but maybe you want a pillow. Isn't he cute? And then I know some of you, there's chocolate milk cows too. We have to do chocolate, white and chocolate milk. How many of you told your kids that chocolate milk comes from chocolate cows, chocolate colored cows? That was one of my stories. And look at how nice and firm these pillows are. Do you want to know the secret to that? Way bigger pillow than what you should. So like if this is 18 inches, I'm stuffing a 24-inch pillow in there for sure. For sure 22, sometimes a 24, depending on how well the pillows are made. And we have awesome pillows here. If you need pillows, our pillows are reasonably priced here at Primitive Gatherings, and they are super nice. They're not those cheesy, wimpy pillows. Like those, you could like knock somebody's head off. But
knock a toddler over with that.
All right, so that's a single pattern. I think it wasn't last weekend, but the weekend before, I think I made, I don't know, 5 or 6 different projects, and that was one of them. We thought we could sneak that into the Farmhouse Gatherings book, the Farmhouse 3. It's just too much, so we're going to make it a single pattern. All right. All right, so I am working on my wool block of the month here. I love seeing yours on our Stitch with Lisa Bongean Facebook page. So here's the 2. Where's the rest?
Uh-oh.
Oh.
There, it's on the cover.
There they are. Now I got to be careful because I can't show you one. But maybe I'll show you a peek for hanging out today. All right, so then here, these 2 are stitched together. So I think I've shown these before, so I know it might be a little repeat here. It's on my lap right now. I'm trying to cover it up. All right, and then I will show you the critter on 9, which is maize block. All right, I'll fold it up. Here's the critter on maize block. A spider. Now don't freak out because spiders are supposed to be good luck on your stitchery. That's something I read somewhere. In all the crazy quilt blocks, they always put spiders. I think it's because those webs are fun to stitch. But I don't want to show you that. I don't want to ruin it for all my people doing the wool box. But this is our ongoing 2-year project in the wool box. And is it just me, or does time just fly by with all these projects we have going on? Does time just fly by super fast? Like my weeks fly by so fast. Like, I don't know. It's just so quick. Like life is so quick. And part of my life's problem is keeping track of stuff. Like, where's this? Where's that? Like I think when Heidi, I'll be like, Heidi? And she probably goes, oh God, what now?
You never know.
You never know what I'm going to be asking for, right?
It's new. It's usually the
All right. So let me do some of my work here. So I am supposed to do Twilight Stars.
I didn't do it. It was there for you.
It's right here. See, looking for stuff all the time. Twilight Stars winner. And I don't have the blocks because they're in here. And I'm going to start putting this together this weekend for sure. All right. Lenny Chin Duncan, you are week number 45. Thank you for posting. There are Lenny's blocks there, and they are fabulous. Now, I'm on, guys, look at this. Do you know what this is like, holding 100 blocks in your lap at one time? All right. Look at how cool this is. And this is missing too, because I can't find those two, but I remade them.
You did good.
Huh?
Good.
Yeah. Look at 100 blocks, and they all have the tags on what one they were, what week they were, all that stuff. So now I get to meticulously tape all those off and lay them out. But coming soon. So we have 5 more weeks left of Twilight Stars, and I hope to get mine fairly well done this weekend. I will be working. And as you all know, I was a little behind on my Moda Blockheads because that happens, right? Life happens. And sometimes when you look at your stuff and what you need to get done that week, this was the one that didn't make it. But then you catch up. So this one is 15. This one is 16. And then this one is 17. Now, where's 14?
I was going to not talk about it.
Did I show you 14? I'll show you. Here's 14.
Still missing pieces.
Oh, yeah.
It's a paper piece. My favorite, right? So I mark on a color on here, what color each one's going to be, right? And then I put 2 and 2 together. Come up really close on this block, Kaylee. See how they don't match? Oh, you have to paper piece that. Everything matches when you paper piece. No, they don't. So guess what? I'm not doing this one. You can quit. You cannot do one. You can add in your own because I'm not doing this because it didn't turn out. All right. So I wanted to show you that sometimes, what do they call me? The professor? Sometimes the professor fails too. Okay. And she don't want to do this. So she does whatever she wants because we can. This is quilting. You can do whatever you want.
Barbara Faber bailed on the paper piecing too.
See? I'm not the only one. This is not me. I don't work this way. This is yucky. But I wanted to show you that I did try it. I did. It didn't work. So I'm not doing it. But my blocks are amazing. So here they all are. Now mine, if you're joining in, and I know some of you have been with me forever and ever and ever, but sometimes we have new people. So this is Moda Blockheads 5. You will find them. There's a Facebook group for Moda Blockheads and it's housed on Moda's, just Google Moda Blockheads and it'll come up. And I did mine in all Bellas. Moda had a new Bella bundle out. So I'm using, what's it called? Cozy. And then they had some more come out in January. So more Bellas. And I think there was like, I don't know how many, but 30 some. And I'm using those. I'm also using a navy and a light gray as my background. So I'm using navy as an accent in every block and my backgrounds are gray. So I'll just flip through these so you can see how much fun I'm having with all these different colors. Some have more than one color in them. Some have only one extra color besides the gray and the navy. You can do whatever you want. Oh, and some have strings all over. This is my life, right? That one I did with the wrong. This was my first block I made for Blockheads. And I didn't really know what I was doing. I'm meaning my theme. Isn't it fun? All of a sudden you got a whole bunch of blocks, even though you're only making one a week. This is everybody's favorite, I bet, right there. That one, right? Pink. How come everything goes good with navy? See that? Everything looks good with navy. This was my block in the so long. All right. put them back in their little pouch here with the one that didn't get made. And I don't know how I'm going to set mine yet, but maybe I need to remake that, substitute another block, or maybe not. I need somebody to like straighten out all my stuff after I do all this messing around.
Well, I mean, I do.
I know Heidi does all that for me, but I can't zip this one because it's not good. All right. How many of you are doing motor blockheads? Let me know. And remember, put your size behind your comment. I'm trying to get you to win a t-shirt.
Oh, look who's here.
Yay! My friend is back from Florida. And we're going to go to the kitchen show after. Come on, Darce. They missed you too. They missed you.
She just put a whole bunch of chocolate in
Yeah,
her
she's
mouth.
got chocolate in her.
That's okay.
She didn't bring it upstairs for us.
Come sit down.
Swallow your snack.
Step over the garbage
There.
or the mess, whatever you want to call it. Getting
Oh my
hot.
goodness.
I know, right?
That's because you're so busy.
I'm giving away some t-shirts.
Oh, excellent.
Yeah, we're giving away t-shirts that I got from Maker Valley.
Very fun.
Yeah.
Can't wait to see them.
All right. So let me just go through this one next. All right. So those of you who are taking my Mackinac Island class, I want you to email. Do you have Amy's email?
Is it Amy H?
So Amy is going to be taking orders for our Mackinac class for Sam the Snowman and Dear Santa. You have your choice between which one of these you're going to do, and we are all ready. We have everything. You need to let Amy know, yes?
This is for your retreat that's at
At Mackinac. All right, this is the one at Mackinac, the one that I'm leaving for on May 4th. So if you are going, and we do have a list of you, and we will be emailing you because we want to make sure we get everybody. If you want your fabric ahead of time, we are ready and we can ship them out. We just need to know which one we're shipping out. All right, so you have your choice between either one of these. Okay. I'll just back that back up. I do this every time too. I always do this. All right, so I want to talk about that. As long as we're talking about Mackinac Island quick, this is at that hoop.
Okay.
Because sometimes when you're sleeping, you think of things. All right. So if you're taking Mackinac Island's class and you're doing rug punching or what's the other thing? The punch needle embroidery, but mostly the rug punching. I am concerned about your frame or your hoop. If you're going to try to do it with a hoop, and I say try because it's not the best. A rug hooking frame is the best. So whether you can bring one along, borrow one, buy one, I will have some. I don't have probably one for everybody. You're bringing yours too, aren't you?
I am, and I have an extra.
Okay, you bring it. Yeah,
Okay.
we'll bring it and we'll pack it because we don't have to pay for our stuff to get schlepped up there.
Oh.
We're going to get it all up. So we can bring whatever we want. But if you're going to try to use a hoop, you need a no-slip hoop. So you need this wider hoop with the no-slip in it. So you can't just use one of that big old quilt. You can use a quilting hoop if it has the no-slip in it. So that's those grooves. So there's a groove and an outie on the other one. And that holds it from slipping. And you can imagine that you have to have that tight. Right?
I can.
So that's just an FYI that you want a hoop with those in it. And you're going to bring your rug.
Oh, yeah.
Your rickrack one. And I'm going to bring my rickrack one. And we are going to talk about the rug hooking camp in the future. That's going to happen here.
Mm-hmm.
But
it's all I want to do right now.
yeah, all you want to do is hook. Can we put that on a t-shirt?
Yeah.
All I want to do is hook.
I just want to be a hooker.
I just want to hook. I just want to be a hooker. I did manage to get a couple more sheepies done. So I do a couple of these here and there. And someday I'm going to have enough to make the whole quilt. So this was a project called, was it called Create? Create. And it came with wool charms, fabric charms, and enough to do the sheep pattern and enough to do a bunch of sheep. Maybe not the whole thing, but enough to get you started. So that was that. And then this is for my wool box people. This is going to be a future project in the wool box. But this really doesn't give much away, does it, Jess, when I show them this? So I think I can show you this much without giving the whole project away, but I'm constantly working on this. I take a couple of these in my sewing bin, so I get those done at all the different points. And then I'm going to Moda in June to teach some shop owner stuff. All right, so I made this out of mini charms. I'm not done yet, but it's in progress, right? It doesn't have to be showing my picture.
Oh, okay.
So this is going to be a mini charm quilt that I'm going to make for shop owners. And then we're going to do some wool needle and flannel wool stuff too for the shop owners. But I have this line coming out in July, so I'm in Moda at June. So it's perfect timing for them to maybe pick up some mini charms while they are there and do that. All right, so then we have red, white, and blue, and it's filled. All right, so I have no space in this retreat, but this is the block.
Snooze, you lose.
Yep, and you see how far I am on my 64 blocks?
That is beautiful.
So every one of these is going to turn into, so 4 of these I got to add. So I'm this far. Now I'm adding this on. So see how I use all these little bins to keep track of each step along the way? And then I'm going to set them, 4 of them together like this. And then it's going to be on point. I almost dumped it again. It's going to be on point. So it's going to look kind of like, this is an antique quilt in my collection. So set on point like that, and it's spectacular. All right. But that is one of the projects for red, white, and blue. Okay. You have a question about that?
Well, are you doing that Christmas one and then you're gonna do it again?
Yeah.
I might take both because then I have a prayer of getting anywhere.
If you're not signed up for the first one, you can't get it. That's cool too.
I think I said they had one spot there, so you better call Peggy right now.
I gotta go see Peggy
You
on
better
the way.
call Peggy right now. Say, save that one spot for me. If she didn't already sell it, because she just told somebody I have one spot for July. Oh, you can do it later.
You might know it.
Or you could be my helper.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
We just have to drive home every night. We don't got a spot to stay.
I'll give Carol Merrill, you know.
Yeah, you be Carol Merrill.
See, I'm dating myself when I
And I did get my rest of my Blockheads blocks. Moda just released the next set so we can work ahead on that. So that's what that is. I try to keep all my stuff together. All right.
I want to see the t-shirts.
You want to see the t-shirts again?
I didn't see them.
All right, there you go. I have this beautiful piece of wool beside me. Now, those of you who are doing the wool project, the wool box,
Oh, wow.
the little rose blocks, all I'm going to say is this is going to be, you're going to see a lot of this color with those little rose blocks. Okay?
Oh, that's great for me.
Isn't that beautiful blue?
Beautiful.
Yeah. All right, that's why that's there.
At least if someone says you need a bigger retreat center.
No, I do not. That means bigger bills.
Oh,
All right, where are we? You say,
I got to have this one.
all right. So the problem with Maker Valley, and not as it's a problem, but these were pre-orders. So she puts things like, hey, these are my new t-shirts, pre-order them. So I went on, as soon as I see it, I'm like, so I pre-order mine and then they come. And when you pre-order, you get 20% off. She may have limited numbers left. She doesn't keep, like stock of everything. She pretty much takes pre-orders. So I am assuming that she does have some extras, but I just got mine in the mail today. You saw me open it. Now's your chance to go on and order what she has left. What are you looking for?
The size.
The size. Which one you want to see?
I don't know.
This is extra large right here.
See, I'm shopping on Lisa's.
Yep. So this is so you can kind of see size.
Yeah.
All right.
I love the V-neck. That's the
Yeah.
best
So this
part.
one I ordered V-neck for
Yep.
somebody, and I ordered mine in V-neck too. So you can see they come. I ordered the green ones in V-necks and the blue ones in cruise. Summer's coming, right? Oh, but isn't this a nice color too?
Very nice. Yeah.
Yeah, and it feels good too. Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Do we have anything else? Any questions before we sign off? I think that's it for my works in progress. I think I showed you, every time I sign off, I remember something, but I don't see anything around here that I didn't talk about. If you were looking for something that I didn't talk about, let me know.
You have a lot going on.
I do. I love it. I love it when I have a lot going on.
We have a comment sold after.
Yes, we do have comments sold after this. Me and Darcy are going to the kitchen show, so I asked Jess if she would do it for me because this is our annual thing, right? We do this. We do this 3 years. This will be our 3rd year.
Well, I participated one year.
Yes, you
And
did.
Lisa was a display person she did hand quilting.
Yeah,
Big stitch.
Yeah, sometimes they invite people to come in and do their art. So Darcy had quilts in her home, so it was very fitting for me to be hand quilting while people were looking at her beautiful kitchen and eating.
Yeah.
Right. We're gonna eat today too, right?
Yes, we're
We're gonna
definitely
eat
are.
lunch.
Yeah. But you had your big stitch frame.
I
You were
did. I
doing
had
a
my
big
hand quilting
stitch
frame.
quilting. Yeah.
You know what? And it's funny, as I was talking to Jake, you know how they have those red snappers on the long arms?
Yeah.
He's gonna put those on my hand quilting frame.
Nice.
Yeah. All right. So anything before we close off, girls? No, we're good. We're good. Picking winners for t-shirts. All right, here we go. The medium goes to Sandra Murray. So find her medium. I think it's a blue one. Yep. So this is hers. All right. And then Lisa Burchard. Yay. She gets the large. Lisa was just here. We love her. All right. And then Cindy So. I like your last name, Cindy So. I hope that's your last name. If not, good. You get the last one. Okay. So thanks for hanging out with me here at Thursdays, where you never know what's going to happen or what we're going to give away, right? We appreciate y'all, and thanks for joining in. We'll see you next week, where every stitch tells a story at Primitive Gatherings. Bye now.